What have I got in my magic box? Let's find out. Hello again, vinyl community, it's Matt here. So, what do we have in here? Let's take a look, huh? Just a little something. A little something I was missing from my old vintage stereo setup, if you guys remember that. So let's have a look here. How's everybody doing? Hopefully it's well packaged. The box seems okay, so that's good. I mean, you never know. Some of you guys who've watched my channel for a while, you may remember some of the previous debacles I've had with stereo equipment, specifically stereo equipment from eBay, like this is. But yeah, let's take a look here. Exciting. Packaging looks good. It's good so far. I'll lift it out if I can. Always nice when there's some styrofoam like that. Then it's wrapped again in another bag right here, so that's good. A little peek. Don't be shy now, come on. Alright. And we've got, wait for it, right here. Oh, you can see the reflection. Well, this is a Sony SEQ711 graphic equalizer with spectrum analyzer. So yeah, like I said, I kind of missed this, and I had a wonderful Technics graphic equalizer in my old setup when I had the vintage gear, and you know, the receiver I have now is a modern Sony. I forget the model, it's like STR190 or something, and it's fine, you know, it is, but it's very restrictive on what you can do to change the bass and the treble, and I kind of found that to be a problem, because there's just certain times, especially with like cassette, and I've noticed it with some vinyl too, that I think, boy, I wish I could just, you know, make this a little punchier, you know what I mean? And I already have on the receiver, I already have the bass set to max, I think, which is like, you know, it goes up to 10. So I have the bass set to 10, I think, and the treble set to 8, trying to at least get some kind of, you know, like the V-shaped curve like you would get with an equalizer. And it sounds good, but I just thought, you know, I don't know, I really wanted this. It was a really good price, assuming it works. Of course, I haven't plugged it in yet, but it was $75 plus shipping, and I can see that the seller actually made a loss on the shipping, because he charged a flat rate $35 for the shipping. I can see that it cost him almost $50 from the USPS sticker that's on the box. But he, in the listing, he did say that, you know, if it goes over 35, I'll just eat it. And he said if it goes under, he'd return the money. But I sent him a message and I said, you know, I said, don't, if it's under 35, I said, don't worry about returning the money. I said, just please make sure it's packaged well. Because I was thinking of the horror shows that I had. You guys remember the cassette decks, and two different Pioneer tuners. The one of them was trashed, and geez, yeah. So anyway, we're gonna go plug this in, and hopefully we get to you know, listen to some music and watch a light show. So let's go plug it in. Okay, so we got it set up. It's working great. Here she is, right there. And I guess it's kind of difficult to demonstrate the music, but I'll try because you know, I thought about hooking up to my computer to rip the audio, but I, it doesn't, it doesn't really show a truly good example of what it sounds like. So anyway, I picked a record. You probably think this is funny, but the Shadow's Greatest Hits. This is an amazing sounding record, so I thought, what the heck, let's give it a try. So here, I'm going to turn the equalizer off. You can select either tape or line right here, and so the way that I've got it hooked up, it's a little bit cobbled together because so my receiver doesn't have a tape loop, which I think is not uncommon on modern receivers. Most vintage receivers would have had one, but modern ones not so much. So I'm running the turntable directly to the equalizer, and I'm now using the built-in preamp for the turntable right here, which I kind of didn't want to do because I think it's sort of a so-so preamp, but I mean, what are you gonna do? It's the only way to use the equalizer with the turntable. So the turntable runs directly into the equalizer. I have the cassette and the mini disc running into this little box. Let me do this right over here. Hope you guys can see that because I can't see what I'm filming right now. That little box which I had before, and so the switch box then runs into the equalizer. The equalizer runs into the receiver. So, so there's a lot of stuff going on there, but yeah, but that's what it is. Right now, the CD player up here doesn't connect to anything because I'm sorry, that's not true. Complete lie. It doesn't connect to the equalizer. It does connect directly to the receiver. Because this little switch box only has 3 inputs, input output, but one of them I'm using for USB, which I can hook into my laptop. So if I want to either rip music to the laptop or record music, send music from the laptop into here for whatever reason, I can do that. So I thought about taking that out, but no, I do. I sometimes make CDs to send to people or record music for myself. So I'm still in two minds about that. So the CD player right now just goes directly into the receiver. But if I wanted to change it, I do have. I could take out that USB output and it's a little Behringer converter box, converts analog to USB. I could do that. But anyway, enough of me talking. Let's have a listen. So I've turned the equalizer off. So this is the same as if it was not going through the equalizer. And I'll give this a quick play. Hopefully you guys can hear it okay. Here we go. Sounds good. Now let's turn the equalizer on. And off again. Definite difference. Yeah. I'll turn it on again. You guys want to have a look at it? Here it is. Yep, sorry for the delay. There we go. So there we go. That's I'll turn that off for now. Only other little change I had to make was so I have one of those smart, what do they call it? Smart power strip smart power strip things where one thing controls everything pretty much. So if I turn this off, it's going to turn everything off like that. If I turn it on, turn everything on. Okay. Only change I had to make for that is that I plugged the turntable. It only has so many sockets in it, so now the turntable is always on. It's in the part of the power strip still, but it has like 3 sockets that are always on, 3 that are switched. So or 4 that are switched maybe. So the turntable now I just have to turn on and off manually, but not a big deal. Yeah, it is what it is. So that's it. yeah, it's a little bit of a different video for me. It's been a long time since I did a stereo equipment video, so I hope you guys liked it. Let me know what you think. I do like a good equalizer, I have to say. I find it's not to everybody's taste. Some people prefer a much more neutral sound. Some would say it's more natural, that you're messing with it. And you are, but it's already been messed with. You know, when it was mixed, when it was mastered, the sound's been messed with already. It's not exactly how it was in the studio. So I kind of think if it's to your liking, why not mess with it a little bit more? Why not boost up some of those frequencies? And yeah, and of course this has several presets that come built in. You can also store up to 5 of your own presets, and so I'm just using a pretty standard sort of V curve, you know, high on the bass, high but slightly lower on the treble, and then, you know, a little V shape. So actually, I guess I can show you that. Let me see if I go to here. That's what it's set to right now. You guys can see that on both channels. Oh, I cleared it, but anyway, that's what it's set to. So thank you guys as always for watching. Always appreciate you guys' comments, and until next time, bye bye.